I'm Kathy T. from the Livingston Parish Library. I work at the Denham Springs Walker Branch, and I'm here to talk to you today about how to plant potatoes in a bag. I'm having so much fun with this project, and I've had a few small clips and still photos of my previous, the ones I already started, and now I'm going to show you today how to do it yourself. This is the ones that I've done right in front of me here. This big one, this is a bag full of potatoes. I bought seed potatoes to do these. This one I used my kitchen potatoes, but I also I used last year's dirt for this one. So I think when I used the better dirt, that also improved that. So with the ones I'm going to do today, we're going to use the new dirt, and we're going to try some of both. So I want to show you how to get started. You just use a regular shopping bag. Now I will point out the ones that I used previously were the plastic kind. They look kind of like a blue tarpaulin, that kind of material. This one is more of a pressed fabric. So we're going to try this and hope that it'll hold the water well. First thing you have to do is cut holes in the bottom because you want drainage. You want the water to be able to go out. So I'm going to clip holes in the bottom of this one. I already did one. I'm going to do one in each corner and one in the center. You don't want your holes too big. You want them big enough for the water to go out, but not the dirt. Maybe about a ½ inch. There we go. I don't know how porous this fabric is going to be. This is an experiment. This is my first time doing this, and I'm having so much fun with it. All right, so there I've got 5 holes, 2 on either corner and 1 in the middle for drainage. Put these scissors down. And I'm going to put about 4 inches of dirt in there. Oh, my potatoes. Let me show you what I'm going to plant here. These potatoes are potatoes that I had in the kitchen. They just sprouted on their own. See, if you leave them alone long enough, they make little green sprouts, and sometimes they'll put out roots around the bottom. Now, I've heard that you can cut them up and plant pieces of them, but we're going to put the whole potato in the dirt. And then back here, these are the potatoes I bought at my local nursery. And they're called seed potatoes, and man, they really have some sprouts on them. They've gone crazy. And they really do a very good job of sprouting in the dirt as well. So that's what we're going to plant today. So I'm going to move those over for a moment. Oh, also you need a plastic pan to put underneath your bag. You want it to hold... You want it to protect the bag of dirt. You don't want it right on the grass because bugs and other things maybe that you don't want might get into your pot. So you want the plastic pan to keep the water in and to keep the things you don't want out. And I'm going to use the big scooper here to put plenty of dirt in here. We're going to ignore that wood bee that's flying around me. He's interested in eating my porch swing. I don't think he's really interested in eating me. All right. Now some of the, one of the videos that I saw said to just put the potatoes in the bottom, but the one that I've been using said to put about 4 inches of dirt in first. So that's what I've got here. And in this bag, we're going to try the kitchen potatoes. One of the videos I saw said to put them right in the bottom, but I've been using the advice of the one that says put about 4 inches of dirt, then put your potatoes in and cover them with about 4 more inches. So I'm going to use the kitchen potatoes this time that have good green sprouts on them. I'm going to put 2 of them in this bag. I just kind of squish them down in there on their sides. See? Look in the bag there. There you go. And then I'm going to cover them over. I'll tell you what, we'll put 1 more in. So we've got 3 potatoes in here. Spread them out evenly and cover them well with dirt. Bring the dirt up about to the level of the plastic pot that it's sitting in, plastic container. All right. A little bit more. Bring it up to the... Now we want to leave some, we're going to leave plenty of space in the bag, because what I learned was that when you're growing potatoes, not only do they make potatoes underground, but the roots come out around the stem, and you have to continually keep covering the stems with dirt. Some people use pine straw, but I'm going to use dirt because I think you can probably use the extra nutrition. But you keep covering the stems. You periodically put more dirt around your plant until you're at the top of the bag. So for now, we've got about 8 inches, maybe 6 inches of dirt in here. And that's going to do to get us started. Put these to the side. Now you want to water it and drench it real well. I've got a little Miracle-Gro in my water. Never can hurt. Get it nice and wet. The potatoes have already started growing, and this is just going to give them a little bit of protection, a little bit of permission to grow more. There you go. They're nice and wet. Now I'm going to sit this in the sun in the backyard, and in about 2 weeks I can expect to see some sprouts come up out of the dirt, because that's what these did. It took them about 2 weeks to show some greenery. I made a little clip of that. I'm also going to add some dirt to this one in front here. I already did the big one, but I was waiting for this one to show you in the video. We won't use the big one for this, but if you want to come in and close to this pot, you can see I've got about 3 plants in there. Well, actually 2, but it's hard to tell because there's so many sprouts on this one over here. See, that's what it looks like, and I'm going to go ahead and put about 4 more inches of dirt in there. There you go, hon. I'm going to get some more dirt. I like to talk to my plants. They know I love them. Makes them feel good. You feel good, you grow healthy. Right. I'm going to put about 4 inches in. It doesn't matter if we cover some of the bottom leaves, because they're turning yellow anyway. It takes the potatoes 110 days to completely mature under the earth. Now I'm going to pat this down a little bit. Oh, one more spot. I missed. Okay, I'm going to pat this down. You know, I brought some gloves, but it's kind of fun to play with dirt. I'm going to water this basket again. Took him out of his pan to come up here for the video, to be in movies, and I'm going to put him back in his pan after this, back out in the yard. But you want to water the dirt that you put in there. And as I was saying, it takes about 110 days for the potatoes to mature. If you wanted to wait until they were completely done, that's about 3.5 months. And what you're going to notice by then, the plants are going to start to die, the leaves will turn yellow, and you can just chop off all the greenery and dig the potatoes up. But the thing that's fun about doing it in a bag, if you want to harvest some potatoes before then, you can make a little trap door, up, down, cut a door in there, and open it up, and you can get potatoes right out of the dirt, and then shut the door back down and tape it shut. They actually sell professional bags you can do this with, and theirs have Velcro. I'm just going to make a hole in it later on when the time is right, and then put tape around it so I can tape it back shut again. You don't have to worry about refilling the dirt. It'll just sift down by itself. But that way you can take out new potatoes and you can check on the progress. So I'm going to put a trap door on both sides of my bag to open it up and get potatoes out without having to wait the full 3.5 months. So that way I can use some of the potatoes as time goes along. And I'm just having a lot of fun with this project. I've never tried it before, and I hope you have fun with it. I hope it's basically stuff you can do with things you have around the house. And I hope everybody is staying at home and being safe and happy, and keep reading. Hi, this is Kathy T again. I just wanted to show you what I've done with the onions. I found out you can also grow your onions from the onion parts that you've been throwing away. The part that has the root left on it, you can either put it in water or in dirt and start a new onion growing. And I did show some clips of that previously, but I just wanted to show you how to get started with it if you've got another extra minute here. So, if you want to grow it in water, you need a jar. And you need something to keep the onion up at the top. These are some that I started and I should have planted them probably 2 weeks ago, but we're going to do it today. I used a throwaway Dixie cup and I cut it short and put a hole in it because it was just the right size to sit in the top of my jar. And that keeps the onion up high so it doesn't fall down in the water. So I'm going to cut off, this is the onions that I bought to try with. I'm going to cut off the bottom of it. I'm going to cook with the rest of it later. And basically all you want to do is put it so that it's in the dirt. Now this one I don't actually need that. I'm going to add some more water, not dirt, water. Add some more water. And you want your, I got a little Miracle-Gro in here. You want to make sure your roots are sitting in the water. And there you go. You leave it alone. And in a few days you're going to see roots start to come out the bottom of it. If your onion's smaller, like I said, you can use this as a little spacer to hold it up. And this is what you get. See, this one had no spacer and it fell down in the jar. This one had the little Dixie cup on top. Now I'm going to put them in some dirt. Move this out the way. We're done. Well, we're not really done with that. Actually, let me cut up the other onion I have here. I have 2 more onions. I'm going to cut the bottoms off and I'm going to plant them directly in the dirt, skip the water process, and see what happens when you put them right in the dirt with no water first. Cut it off, leave a little bit of onion behind. And just, let me do both of them. Ooh, that one didn't leave me much roots. Let's see what's going to happen with that. All right. I'm going to put these right into the dirt. Now you want your potatoes to be up level with the top of the dirt. So I'm going to leave those just like that, water them in a minute, and see what happens. We'll come back and check on these in a few weeks. If you keep up with this, you'll be able to see what's happening with my onions. Put these behind me for a minute and I'm going to show you how I'm going to plant the ones that I rooted already. And once again, I'm sorry, I should have planted these earlier. Let's see what happens. Okay, some of the sprouts are coming off. I hope you'll forgive me. Oh my. It might keep growing. Now they say to cut off the part that's not good. So we're going to get rid of any parts that have gone bad. And put the rest of it right here in the dirt. Let's see if this one's going to do a little better. We're going to come back and check on these, water them all good, and see if they will forgive me and go ahead and make some more sprouts. You should get an onion for every sprout that comes up. Now I'm going to water that. Onions that I just cut into the dirt right here, watering it good. We're going to see if they won't just root in the dirt. I've heard that they can. And these are the ones that I had in water. I put them in some dirt, water them good. See if those sprouts will come to life again. This is the one that's in the water. I'm going to let it make roots and put it in the dirt with these. And we're going to come back and do a follow-up later on and see how they're doing. See if we could make our own onions grow from the ones that we've been throwing away. Wouldn't that be great? Never buy onions again. All right. Thank you so much for watching again. And I hope everyone is safe and healthy and staying busy. And remember to keep reading.